Welcome inside Fenway Park for Game 3 of the three-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox Baseball. Well, today, John Lester looks for his 18th win of the year. He's had a very good season, but what's been sticking out lately has been the number of strikeouts that he's been racking up in the last few outings. Over the last 4 starts, Lester has totaled 42 Ks, bringing his total to 208. He's the first Red Sox left-hander ever to record 4 straight games of 10 strikeouts or more. Now has 14 games with 10-plus Ks in his career. He enters today third in the AL in strikeouts behind only Felix Hernandez and Jared Weaver. We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, last night, a big night for Adrian Beltre, as it turns out to be a costly one.
It is. You know, he had a rough night last night in a lot of ways. He fouled the ball off his foot early in the ball game, which caused him some pain. Later on in the ball game, diving for a ball at third base is when he really hurt himself with the wrist, and that's what's keeping him out of the lineup this afternoon. And the wrist bothered him after that with some swings. You can see the hand coming off the bat. Now, today, Terry Francona made out 2 lineups, one with Beltre in it, one with him without of it. He went to see the doctor earlier this morning, and apparently the news is not good because Beltre is not in the lineup. Now, we know how tough he is. I mean, he's played through a lot of injuries this season, so we'll have to wait and see what the medical report is. But Adrian Beltre not in the lineup this afternoon, that's a big blow for the Red Sox.
Well, today the Red Sox have to deal with Sean Markham on the mound for the Blue Jays. He's 12-7 on the year, 5-4 lifetime against the Red Sox. The first pitch is coming your way next. Southwest Airlines, your New England Subaru dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, your New England Ford dealers, Cooper Tires, and by Taco Bell. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back inside Fenway Park. The Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays wrap up their 3-game series. A spectacular day here from Fenway Park with nothing but blue skies above. The lights are actually on here today for the final game of the series, and the Red Sox trying to salvage this last game of the 3-game series. The first 2 games have been relatively frustrating for the Red Sox.
Well, it has been. You know, you go on the road and you play very well in Seattle. You come back home and you lose a couple of games to Toronto, and it is frustrating to play that way in front of your home fans. But John Lester's going to try to have something to say about that this afternoon.
Well, Lester will be making start number 30 of the year. And of course, he has his eye on 20 wins on the season as a possibility. He is 17-8 coming into today's outing as the Red Sox take the field. As they do, let's check out the visiting Toronto Blue Jays starting 9. Mike McCoy makes his first appearance of the series. He's in left field leading off. Yanel Escobar bats second at shortstop with Jose Batista in right field. Vernon Wells in center field on the cleanup spot with Lyle Overbay at first base. John Buck is the catcher with Edwin Encarnacion at third base. J.P. Arancibia is the DH. He bats eighth, and John McDonald at second base bats ninth. It is John Lester on the hill today for the Red Sox. 30th start. He is 17-8 with a 3.17 earned run average. He has the 208 strikeouts we mentioned off the top. Opponents hitting at just 220 against John Lester. And last time out, victorious against the Seattle Mariners, pitching in his home state of Washington, where he went 8 innings, giving up 1 run and had 12 Ks.
The defense this afternoon for the Red Sox will have Yamaiko Navarro at third base, Jed Lowry the shortstop, Bill Hall at second, and Mike Lowell the first baseman. Left to right, Daniel Nava, Ryan Kalish, and J.D. Drew, and Victor Martinez doing the catching for Lester.
Umpiring crew, Greg Gibson has the plate, calling balls and strikes with Brian Knight at first base. The crew chief, Jerry Davis, is at second, and Sam Holbrook is at third base. They're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
The breeze is blowing at the moment out to left at 5 miles per hour. 72 degrees here today under sunshine at the moment. The rest of the day has partly cloudy as the forecast. And the Red Sox wrapping up the first end of this homestand. They will welcome the Baltimore Orioles beginning tomorrow. But first things first, the Blue Jays here for the last game of the series. And our first look at Mike McCoy, who stands in on the right side. 188 average for McCoy, no homers, and 2 runs batted in. He was recalled from AAA Las Vegas at the end of August, just prior to the September 1st call-ups, as the first pitch of the ballgame was in there for strike 1, and we're underway. John Lester in his career against Toronto, 6-4 with a 3.75 ERA. And the strikeouts have been piling up for John Lester. As we mentioned, he enters third in the American League behind Felix Hernandez and Jared Weaver. There's a fly ball out to right field. J.D. Drew has it sized up and puts it away.
A little different lineup today with the Blue Jays, with left-hander Lester on the mound. A lot of their left-handed hitters out of there. Lewis, Lynn, Snyder, all in the lineup last night.
One down for Yanel Escobar, the shortstop, who hits a .303. 4 homers and 16 runs batted in. Escobar 0 for 4 in the ballgame last night, as he takes a pitch down and in for ball 1. A little housekeeping at the base of the hill for Lester in that last delivery. Late swing and foul down towards the photographer's well. And it is a ball and a strike to Yanel Escobar. Escobar 100 points higher almost than a month ago in August. September's been much better for him as he settles in with his new team, the Toronto Blue Jays. They started the year with the Atlanta Braves. 1-1 is outside, and it's 2-1. Escobar with 4 hits in the first game of the series, and then was hitless in the second game here last night. That's in there for strike 2, and it evens at 2-2.
Good breaking ball, the curveball that time from John Lester, picking up the outside corner. That's a ball the right-hander will give up on, and the ball breaks and picks up the corner.
Chopped off the plate. Lester backpedals up the mound to get it. Throws to first to get Escobar. 2 down here in the first inning.
Now once again the curveball from Lester and a big high bounce. It looked like for a while Lester was battling the sun a little bit on this bouncing ball. But he's able to make the play on it and throw Escobar out at first base.
So 2 down here in the first inning, and here comes Jose Bautista, who has homered in each of the first 2 games of this 3-game series. 49 home runs on the year, 114 runs batted in. He's the most homers in the majors by a lot. And he is second in the American League in RBIs. Miguel Cabrera with 118 leads in RBIs, and Bautista with his 49 home runs. He's got 10 more than Albert Pujols in the St. Louis Cardinals. As the pitch outside, so far and away the leader in the majors. Time now for today's AT&T trivia question. Since 2000, we're the only 3 American leaguers to hit 50 home runs in a season. We'll have the answer for you a little bit later as Bautista rolls this foul outside to third. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. A good series with the 2 home runs, going 3 for 7. A 1-2 pitch. In the air down the right field line, giving chase is low, but it's back into the seats.
Interesting comments by Josh Beckett after the game last night. He's, about pitching to Bautista. He says, yeah, this is a way to pitch to him. He's hitting 264. It's not like he's hitting 400, but I haven't figured it out yet.
And there are many others who have not figured it out. And the 49 home runs that he has hit this year. Only 25 men in Major League Baseball have posted a 50 home run season. It has been done 41 different times. The last time 50 home runs were hit in a season, 07, Prince Fielder, Milwaukee Brewers hitting 50. And 8 of the 49 that Bautista has, of course, have come against the Red Sox this season. 2-2 is inside, full count. Bautista grounds it on 2 hops to Navarro at third base. A good arm, then across and plenty of time to get Bautista. 1-2-3 first inning. Red Sox are coming up. For the Jays today, and Sean Markham. His 29th start of the year, 12-7 with a 3.58 earned run average. And it's hitting at 243 against Markham, and no decision last time out against Tampa Bay. 6-inning effort in which he gave up 3 runs. Ryan Kalish leading off for the Red Sox today, and of course picked off in a big spot last night in the 9th. As he takes strike 1, 1-1. Second time Kalish has been at the top of the Red Sox order. It's jammed and flips it foul, down 1-2. This is the 133rd different lineup the Red Sox have used this season in 149 games. Largely due to injury, but it has been constant changing every day for Terry Francona. And what a battle it has been for him all year, filling out the lineup every day and trying to figure out who's healthy. Kalish down on strikes as Markham gets him to start the bottom of the first inning.
Markham throwing his best pitch here, the changeup. Throws a lot of changeups and gets a lot of outs on it. That time the changeup for the strikeout to Ryan Kalish.
So on down here in the bottom of the first inning. J.D. Drew back in there after returning to the Red Sox lineup last night. He's at 257, 18 home runs and 62 runs batted in. Drew 1 for 3 in the game last night with a walk. Then his first action since the 12th of September. Strike over the outside corner, and it's 2-1.
Fastball count, no fastball for Markham, gives J.D. Drew the changeup on the 2-0 count.
Strike over the outside corner, and it's 2-2. You didn't think so.
A two-seam fastball going down and away from J.D. Drew.
Swing and a miss. Strikes out Drew. Back-to-back Ks from Markham. And there's 2 down in the inning. Let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup. Brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Ryan Kalish in center. J.D. Drew in right. Victor Martinez catches. David Ortiz at DH with Mike Lowell at first base. Jed Lowry at shortstop. Bill Hall at second base. Daniel Nava in left field. DeMichael Navarro at third base. Bats ninth. And the Red Sox certainly absent of their third baseman, Adrian Beltre, who last night, of course, did a couple of different things. Fouled a pitch off his leg and rolled the wrist last night, which was the most painful part of what it turned out to be last night. So we look at the strikeout of Drew.
That's on the changeup also from Sean Markham. So his first 2 strikeouts on changeups.
Martinez off the end of the bat, slowly rolled with Encarnacion at deep third, no chance.
And they're playing Victor Martinez to pull, and of course you see how far over that Encarnacion is and how far he has to go to try to make a play on this. Absolutely no chance once he gets to it to make a throw to first base.
So 2 down. Victor Martinez at first base. Now just added on to his hitting streak. 5-gamer. He had 350 during that time, and he could smell a hit right away as soon as he looked up and saw where Encarnacion was. David Ortiz stands in. The Blue Jays go into their full shift on the right side. And Ortiz in a check swing foul.
They go into the pinch time.
I prefer the pull-pull.
The pull-pull?
Yes. With both Escobar on the right side and McDonald tucked back in behind the first baseman towards the line. picked up, foul back and towards the screen. It'll get out of play. It's time now for the plays of the week, brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. On Tuesday in Seattle, with the Red Sox trailing 5-4 in the 8th, David Ortiz connected for his 30th home run of the season. It was a 3-run homer off Brandon Lee that gave him 6 seasons with 30 or more home runs, and also gave Boston the lead for good in their 9-6 win. Two down, Victor Martinez at first base. Inside to David Ortiz. David riding a 6-game hitting streak at .364 coming in with a home run. Mike Lowell in the lineup today, getting a start at first base. Waits on deck. Ortiz with a swing and a miss. Markham strikes out the side. Done with one from Fenway. No score.
A big special birthday party with all his friends and his grandmothers. Had a football game this morning. Doesn't look like it went very well.
I think there was a loss mixed in there.
I don't know.
The game. What position is he playing in football, or is he all over?
Linebacker and center.
Joe's grandson Dominic enjoying his birthday here today at Fenway Park. Wells hitting at .270, 27 home runs, 78 runs batted in, leading it off here in the second. On the ground up the middle, Lowry to his left. With a toss that's low, but nicely dug out by Lowell in the back end. Struck in with Heidi.
Lester has struck out 42 batters over his last 4 starts. He struck out 10 or more batters in 7 starts this season. I talked to pitching coach John Farrell about why Lester is getting so many Ks.
He is one of the few guys that has the ability to change his approach from a hitter multiple times to the lineup. In other words, he can go 4-seam and curveball combinations, or he can go 2-seam and cutter, make him almost a sinker slider type. So a hitter that repeatedly faces him inside of a game can't sit on any one approach or any one pitch. The ability to throw his fastball to both sides of the plates has continued to improve, as has how effective his changeup has become.
Lester's success over his last 4 starts in particular prompted a discussion in Terry Francona's meeting with the media today about Lester possibly winning 20 games this season. Now, if the rotation stays on track, Lester will make 3 starts today, including today's, and with a record of 17-8, he would have to get the win in all 3 of his remaining starts. But a Sox lefty hasn't gotten 20 wins in a season since the 50s. Don?
So thanks very much, Heidi. 1 out here in the second inning. And Lester today vying for number 18 as he comes in at 17-8 and deals with Lyle Overbay with 1 out here in the second inning.
Well, you certainly hope he gets 20. I mean, that's kind of a magic number for a pitcher, but the fact is, regardless of whether he gets 17, 18, 19, or 20, he's had a heck of a year for the Red Sox.
Swing and a miss for Overbay. Strikes him out for the first K of the day for John Lester. 2 down.
Cut fastball from Lester doing the honors right here to pick up the strikeout. Overbay's had good success against him. 316 with a couple of home runs, but that time the strikeout on the cut fastball.
2 down here in the second inning. John Buck started the first game of the series. We saw Jose Molina last night, and now Buck back in there today. It's a very good first season with the Blue Jays after spending his career in Kansas City with the Royals. 18 homers, 60 runs batted in, and a .274 average. Edwin Encarnacion waits on deck. 2 down here in the second inning. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Lester. The 1-2-3 second. Scoreless from the Fens. The largest selection of official gear. Get your gear from the official source, RedSox.com shop. Except no substitutes. Welcome to your first game, Casey. As Mike Lowell leads it off here in the bottom of the second inning, fouls it back to the screen.
And we hope it's a memorable one.
Cole, Jed Lowry, and Bill Hall to bat here in the second inning. Whoa, hits it high in the air to center field, sending Wells back almost to the track to make the catch.
Do you remember the feeling of coming to your first game, Don?
I do. And you know, the thing that amazed me the most was the wall. That's the first thing I think that I thought of when I got here is I got to see the wall. And I remember coming up over right by the Red Sox clubhouse area, that one way behind it and looking at the wall.
Yeah.
And then you went 0 for 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wonder what Casey thinks. In his first game, as Jed Lowry takes a pitch outside.
I remember coming to games before color TV.
Yeah.
And what stunned me when I got to the ballpark was the green ballpark, the grass so green, the Red Sox uniforms, all that stuff that you didn't see on color TV, obviously. It was just everything lit up.
First game I went to was Louis Tiant against Scott McGregor. And I got to know both afterwards, which was pretty cool. But that was 1978, June 24th. There was a fly ball to right field, sending Batista back shy of the track to make the catch. 2 down. It's time now for Twisted but True Fact of the Day. Last night in Kansas City, the rain came. In all, the game between the Indians and Royals had 4 rain delays, including one after the third inning. Grounds crew members began rolling out the tarp at the end of the third in a heavy downpour shortly after the rain stopped. Umpires told the crew to put the tarp back. The official time of delay was 2 minutes. And then in all, the 4 delays totaled 3 hours and 40 minutes, including the 2-minute delay. Twisted TOR at iced tea is a refreshing hard iced tea that tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. This one fouled back above us and out of play.
Boy, you can't. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Something 4 rain delay.
Awesome.
Wow.
Bill Hall 0 for 0-1 the count here. The 23rd pitch from Markham is a pitch high, and it's 1-1. Markham with 3 strikeouts in the first inning. Next in was an infield hit by Martinez, and he's got 2 quick outs here in the second. Markham with 12 victories coming into this outing here today. Spent some time on the DL. Left his July 1st start after 4 innings. On the DL with right elbow inflammation. A cue shot that spins its way to Markham and flip to first for the easy play. And on 9 pitches, there's a 1-2-3 second. We're through 2. No score from Fenway. Encarnacion, J.P. Arancibia, and John McDonald to face John Lester as 2 strikeouts through the first 2 innings. Encarnacion at third base and batting 7th for the Jays today. Ahead of the count, 2-0. 243 average, 14 homers, 37 runs batted in. It's on the ground this time to short. Lowry to his right. Fires across the first for the first out of the third. And we watched Jared Lowry play a lot at second base, but no doubt he's much more comfortable at shortstop.
Well, you can tell, his throwing actions very much are a shortstop throwing action instead of a second baseman. It's kind of a long throw. When he was making double plays at second base at first, he was making them with one hand. That's just a learning process, of course. But, yeah, he's a natural shortstop. There's no question about that. It's very smooth out there at shortstop.
There's Arancibia, who sends one foul down the right field line, out of play. First appearance of the series. He get called back up again as part of the September call-ups from Las Vegas. 208, 2 homers, 4 runs batted in. And those 2 home runs came in his Major League debut, which was back on the 7th of August. It was against Tampa Bay. He's not hit one since. 4 RBIs to go along with the 2 home runs in his second stint this year with the Jays. The strike, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. John Lester with his 3rd K of the day. 2 down.
And 2 of those 3 strikeouts coming on the curveball. He got Buck, the catcher, on a curveball, and now he gets Arancibia on the curveball for a strikeout.
So 1-2 down here in the 3rd inning. John McDonald coming up. So they add another K. 3 in all right now. They got a 4th one ready to go as John McDonald stands in on the right side. Had a nice chat with John today before the ball game, and the media guide lists Scituate, Massachusetts as his new home, and it is indeed. Recently moving there during the offseason last year and has settled in back in closer to Boston. Of course, from East Lyme, Connecticut originally. At Providence College. Just wrapped up graduating finally at Providence College after all these years, and he's now with his family in Scituate. 1-1 is to left field and in for a base hit. First hit of the day for the Toronto Blue Jays belongs to John McDonald.
And that first base hit comes on a changeup from John Lester. McDonald reaching out and punching that ball to left field on a line for a base hit. Credit to McDonald. A lot of guys that make the big leagues just forget about college. I mean, he's been in the big leagues for a while. He goes back, gets his degree. That's terrific.
He really wanted to wrap it up. And he's also very hopeful, and talking with him today, that Providence College can once again get their baseball program back again. He'd very much like to go back there and coach at some point after it is all done. And he and Lou Maloney, both graduates of Providence College, who went on to play Major League Baseball. And, of course, they do not have a program any longer. So he'd like to have that selfishly, so at some point he can go back. No pitch is fouled off at the plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Mike McCoy flied out to right field in the first inning. He's 0 for 1.
Isn't that where Joe Castig's from, Scituate?
Joe's Marshfield, I think.
Marshfield?
Yeah. th pitch for Lester of his outing. It's ball 2, 2-1. 19 at bats since the break from McCoy. He's had 3 hits. He gets the start today against Leicester. One of those good news, bad news things. You're going to get a chance to start today, but you got to face John Lester when you do. Lead off first for John McDonald, 2 down in the 3rd inning. It's outside, and there's ball 4. Victor tried to bring it back to the corner. First walk given up by Lester. And all of a sudden now the Blue Jays have runners at first and second with 2 down. Well, tonight Charlie Moore heads to Central Florida. Forget about the theme parks. Charlie meets up with his own cast of characters who teach him how to drive a Genu. Catch the action on Charlie Moore Outdoors tonight at 8.
What's a Genu?
A Genu is a type of boat. It's like a canoe, but a little bit wider.
So do you paddle it?
I would think so. Two on, 2 down, and Escobar in on the right side. Going back to the mound in the 1st inning. Nice gliding play to his left by Victor to knock that down.
I don't think I've ever known anybody that has a Genu.
I've never heard of a Genu before today.
No.
But I would think it'd be safer than a canoe because less tipsy. I would think the wider the better.
Yeah, or a kayak.
Yeah. Kayak is totally out of the question for me these days. John Farrell coming out all of a sudden here after Lester got 2 quick outs. Single by McDonald, a walk from McCoy, and behind 2-0 is Lester. Covidien, the global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. 2 outs in the 3rd inning, 2 on for the Jays, and Yunel Escobar ahead 2-0. As Greg Gibson heads out to break up the meeting. Lester had first pitch strikes to 5 of the first 6 batters, but just 1 of the last 5. And he's fallen behind Escobar here, 2-0. Three and 0. Seven of the last 8 pitches have been balls for Lester. And there's a high strike call for strike 1, 3-1 to Escobar. Escobar coming into the game 2 for 2 against John Lester in his career. Grounded back to the mound in the 1st inning, 0 for 1 today. Fouled off to the right, full count on the 20th pitch of the inning. John McDonald at second base. Mike McCoy at first base. They'll be in motion here with a full count to Escobar. Escobar stays alive and fouls it down the right field line, that time carving off a 95-mile-an-hour fastball to the right. A 7-pitch battle here. This will be the 7th pitch The bat for Escobar. Three-two fouled off to the right. Backing out of play. Another fastball, and Escobar hanging tough.
Last time Escobar faced Lester, he was 2 for 2 in that game off John. Of course, John winning the battle in his first at bat, but a long at bat here by Escobar.
And for John Lester's 50th pitch of his outing coming up, 2 2/3 innings deep. And they're gone at second, McCoy at first. 3-2 pitch. Now straight back, and the battle continues.
Coming after him with the fastball and foul straight back.
Fouled off 4 in a row. As the runners get ready again, we count of 3-2 and 2 outs. Finally, Escobar wins the battle by walking, and it's back-to-back walks allowed by Lester. This one took a lot more energy than the first one.
Now Lester trying to come inside. Everything had been pretty much away from Escobar, and misses on the inside corner. So very good at bat there for Yunel Escobar.
So bases loaded, 2 down, and Jose Bautista coming up. Bautista grounded out to third base in the first inning. On the ground this time to shortstop. Lowry will go to second base for the force out that ends the inning. And Lester is out of the jam. We're through 2.5. No score from Fenway. since 2000. We're the only three American leaguers to hit 50 home runs in a season. Alex Rodriguez, Jim Thome, and David Ortiz. Thome hit 52 homers for the Indians in 02. Rodriguez has hit 53 times. 52 in 2001, 57 in 02, and 54 in 07. That's David Ortiz. Set a Red Sox record with 54 home runs back in 2006. There have been 6 National Leaguers who have hit 50 or more since 2000, including Barry Bonds' record of 73 back in 01. Daniel Navas skies one to left center field, and Wells is there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Tonight at 9:30, check out the newest lineup from Nesson Original Entertainment, Shining City, Pocket Money, and After the Game. 3 shows that are all new and all made in New England. Learn more at Nesson.com/New England. One out here in the third inning, and Yamaiko Navarro. And they're on the right side and in there at third base today. In the absence of Adrian Beltre. Rolled that wrist last night and was checked out before the game. It's going to be a game-time decision, and the decision was to take him out of the lineup. And that's certainly something Adrian does not want to do. He plays hurt all the time.
Yeah, all the time. He's been playing with a bad hamstring. He's multiple, nicks and bruises throughout the season. Almost never out of the lineup. So I know they sent him to the doctor this morning and not in the Red Sox lineup this afternoon.
He's a guy that went to the All-Star game and played in it with a pretty banged-up hamstring. As this one is sent foul down the left field line back into the seats. When you think about all the injuries the Red Sox have had, and really Beltre's been the one constant. At third base day in and day out. Scudero also on the left side until he moved to the right side because of the shoulder issue and the length of the throws. And he has been in there most every day also. Dustin Pedroia has been back with the club the last couple of days. Did not go on the last road trip to Oakland or Seattle. And has been around just about every day. Down the line and left, trying to straighten it out. McCoy over towards the corner to make the catch. McCoy with the grab. Good sliding catch by the garage door. And the foul line to come up with that.
Well, that's a terrific play there by Mike McCoy, unfamiliar with left field at Fenway Park, and he knows he has very little room. But he goes into that slide and makes that sliding catch in fair territory. Terrific play there by McCoy.
And Kalish takes strike one from Sean Markham. Kalish struck out swinging in the first. 7 of 10 first pitch strikes for Sean Markham. And James Kalish fouls it back to the screen, 0-2. Ball to left field, sending McCoy back. It'll take him to the dirt of the track to make the catch. A little easier try this time. It's a 10-pitch, 1-2-3 inning. We played 3, no score from Fenway. Well, Adrian Beltre here at the ballpark, but not in the lineup. He's got that wrist pretty heavily taped, and he is out of the lineup today after rolling it last night, having it checked out today, and kind of wrapped not in the starting lineup, but you know he very much would like to be. As we play along here to the top half of the fourth, and Vernon Wells grounding one foul. Wells grounding out to shortstop in the second inning, getting his second look at John Lester on the day. Strike over the outside corner. And a ball and 2 strikes to Vernon Wells. Lester ran into a little bit of trouble in the third inning and retired the first 8 batters he faced today. And a single for McDonald, a walk from McCoy, a walk for Escobar. There we got Batista. Now a short fly ball to right has Drew coming in. And he takes care of out number 1. Now, Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care here at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand. It's located behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. One out in the fourth, and Lyle Overbay steps in, a strikeout victim in the second inning. Chop left side, and Navarro was playing for him to go in that direction. The sidearm toss and plenty of time. 2 down.
Hell yeah, Michael Navarro has played a lot of different spots for the Red Sox. He's played second, he's played short, he's played third base. Looks very comfortable down there at third base this afternoon.
One thing we know about him, he's got a very good arm.
Yes, he does. Very strong throwing arm.
2 down here in the fourth inning for John Buck. That struck out swinging in the second inning, 0 for 1. Red Sox chairman Tom Werner here today. Hoping the Red Sox can salvage a win here in this third game of the 3-game series against the Toronto Blue Jays. Dropping the first 2. Line is short. Lowry gets his face out of the way and makes the catch. It's a 7-pitch, 1-2-3-4th. We're scoreless from Fenway. Last half of the fourth inning at Fenway Park. Good pitching crew here so far on the afternoon. Lester and Markham. And it's into the bottom of the fourth inning. J.D. Drew leading it off and taps it foul off Buck. And Buck getting a piece of that as But Gibson walks out, gives him a little professional courtesy and some time to feel better.
I think it's going to take a while for him to feel better after this one. He needs medical help, as always. The Beth Israel Deacon of Special Family Science, Section 12.
It's in there for strike 2, and it's 0-2. Drew will be followed by Victor Martinez, David Ortiz here in the 4th inning. Off the end of the bat foul, still 0-2. Well, for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to the Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. And 0-2 from Markham, just off the outside edge, and it's 1-2. And Markham's last start against the Red Sox was August 22nd at Fenway. He lost 5-0. A 7-inning effort. Held off to the left and out of play. That's 7 innings, giving up 4 hits, 3 earned runs. And struck out 6, but the Jays lost the game 5-0. And in his career against Boston, he's 5-4 with a 3.92 earned run average. 1-2 this year in 4 starts. Chris Walton, the pitching coach for the Blue Jays. 1-2 spins Drew away, and it's 2-2. In Baltimore and Camden Yards today, they're in the 3rd, and the Yankees and Orioles are tied up 1-1 in that action. Los Angeles, Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay tied 1-1 there in the 2nd. Both the Rays and Yankees won last night while the Red Sox lost.
Yeah, so the Yankees remain a half game above the Tampa Bay Rays in that American League East.
And CC Sabathia able to get his 20th win of the year. Only 20-game winner in the majors. As this is lined and caught by Escobar for the first out of the 4th inning. I want to remind you that tonight at 10:30, Doug Flutie takes you into his home for a look at his life off the field and the work he does through the Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation on After the Game, presented by Ace Ticket. Learn more at NESN.com/afterthegame. 1 out in the 4th inning. 8 in a row retired by Markham. And here's Victor Martinez, the only base runner the Red Sox have had today. Reached on an infield hit in the 1st inning. This one fouled off Buck. This time the mask, and it's 0-2. Sean Markham, 28 years of age, from Kansas City, Missouri. High fly ball to right field, down the line. Will it stay fair? Towards the pole, it is fair and gone. Victor Martinez with his 18th home run of the year, and the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead.
Well, Victor this year has done most of his damage from the right side of the plate, but this time left-handed with the long home run. Number 18 for Victor. Looks like he gets a slider that time from Markham down and in. That's a good pitch for a left-hander to hit, and certainly Victor Martinez did that. Picks up his 72nd RBI.
His third home run, 15th RBI against the Toronto Blue Jays on the season. And the Sox are on top here in the fourth inning. Big Poppy grounds one into the shift. McDonald in short right. The long throw that gets there in time, 2 down. And during the 2010 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every home run hit by the Red Sox. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Been 5 home runs this month for Victor Martinez, helping out the cause. 2 down in the inning, base is empty. Mike Lowell takes strike 1. He's part of our key matchup, which is brought to you by your New England Honda dealers. And with his first at bat included, he is now 7 for 18 against Markham at 389. He did fly out to deep left center field in the second inning, but Vernon Wells was back there just shy of the track. And Markham allowing the home run. It is the 23rd home run given up by Sean Markham on the year. He's given up 6 to the Red Sox collectively as this pitch is inside, and it's 3-1. Lowell grounds on, a lot of spin on it to Overbay, who was well off the line. He flips to Markham for the out. It ends the inning. Victor Martinez hits a solo home run. Red Sox lead it 1-0. Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. 1-0. Red Sox on top of the Jays thanks to the solo home run by Victor Martinez. As we play along to the top half of the 5th inning. Bottom third of the Jays order. Encarnacion, Arancibia, and McDonald. Starting to cloud up here a little bit at Fenway Park. Lights are on at Fenway and some ominous clouds off to the left. Line and caught by Yamaiko Navarro at third base. 1 down in the 5th. Send it down to Heidi.
Well, Don, Kevin Youkilis is recovering pretty well with his hand injury. He's actually able to do some exercises and some lifting, and the stitches are all gone out of his hand. I talked to him today about his progress.
I'm starting to get my strength back, doing a lot of grip strength, for the next 2 weeks, I'm just basically trying to strengthen as much as I can, and then at the 8-week mark, which will be about a week and a half from now, or a little over a week and a half, I'll be able to start trying to implement some baseball stuff, hitting, throwing. So just ease up my way into it. But right now it feels good. I can do everything, grip stuff, open up stuff. So
sure.
It's a good thing just to be able to move my hand and do a lot more than I could before.
Yuke said the medical staff wants to see him hit and do baseball activities before sending him home for the offseason. This Red Sox injury report is brought to you by Fallon Community Health Plan. Contact your broker or visit fchp.org. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. That's going to be one of the things, certainly, during the offseason that pay a lot of attention to, where guys are in their process of coming back. And one of the reasons that Dustin Pedroia had the surgery that he did was to be ready for around December 1st, which is kind of generally now when people are getting ready for the next season. It seems like now everybody's working out all offseason, but December 1st is kind of like that beginning to get ready for spring training time.
Yeah, and Dustin's still on crutches, obviously, and it's probably will be for a little bit while longer. Now, things will calm down when the season's over. We'll be going through the playoffs, and there'll be football, and then all of a sudden they'll be checking in on these guys to see how their progress is. And, hey, before you know it, Don, we'll be back in Fort Myers. Time goes fast.
It really does. And there's a pop-up back and foul out of play. It always seems like right around the holidays you can blink and next thing you know you are in Fort Myers.
Once you round that corner after New Year's, it's not too far away.
So I start packing my Nesson shirts.
Speaking of that, I hope we get some new ones this year because these are very old.
Mike Naracci has already guaranteed brand new shirts this spring training. It's part of the budget this year.
Why don't they go with Bahamas with Nesson on it?
It's a great idea.
I'm sure we can get some kind of deal from Tommy Bahama and just put a Nesson
logo
right on the Tommy Bahamas.
What a great idea. We need like, 2 each? 3 each?
I'd say 3 each.
3 each. The amount of games that we do, and of course the number of reports coming from spring training. That'd be great.
So 6 total.
6 total. Tommy, wherever you are. This is on the ground foul. Now, you have a connection with the Tommy Bahamas in Naples where you stay.
Yeah, I have a friend down there who's the chief chef down at Tommy Bahamas in Naples, and every time I go there he gives me a little goodie bag full of stuff, which is very, very nice of him. And it's a tough restaurant to get in, and they got the store right next to the restaurant. They got all the nice stuff.
There's a walk to J.P. Arancibia, and Lester frustrated as he gets the return throw back. It is the third walk given up by Lester.
John Fitzgerald's his name, so if anybody wants to get into Tommy Bahamas in Naples, just call John Fitzgerald. Tell him the Rem Dog told you.
Maybe your last time that you get allowed in. The little goodie bags are over. One out, Arancibia at first base, and John McDonald, the batter, singled in the third inning. It's the only hit off John Lester through 4 1/3 innings.
Those shirts we have now that we've been wearing for the last, 2 to 3 years?
3 years old.
They're like cardboard right now. Very uncomfortable.
Up the middle, Lowry diving to his left, knocks it down. And that's all he can do. As that was back up the middle, and it is first and second now with 1 down.
I think if he had to do this over again, he probably might not have dived. It didn't look like he had to. Maybe just stretch out to make the play and then flip it to second base to Bill Hall. But he likes to dive and can't get a grip on the baseball. Bounces right off the glove under the body and off to his right.
So 1 out, first and second. Mike McCoy, the top of the order, fly to right in the first, walked in the third. And it's a base hit for John McDonald. Infield hit at that, and He has both the hits the Blue Jays have today. McCoy lines it into left field, a base hit. Arancibia will be stopped at third. Is up with it quickly as Nava. His throw off the mark, but it doesn't matter as able to get there is Martinez. Staying at third base was Arancibia, and they're loaded now for the Jays with one out here in the fifth.
Now McCoy's had a nice afternoon, made a terrific catch down that left field line early in the ball game, and now on base for a second time. He walked, now picks up the base hit to left field. You can see the Butter putting up the stop sign at third base. And the base is loaded here with one out. Don calls him Butter. That's the third base coach, Brian Butterfield.
That's how close we are. This is loaded, one out. We want to send along best wishes to his granddaughter Madison, who lives in Maine.
You already did that. They did that 2 nights ago.
Again. We want to make sure that Madison knows that we did it. I want to remind you to get one of the best sports sections in the country delivered to your home every day. Sign up now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery. Call 888-MY-GLOBE or go to bostonglobe.com/sports. So bases loaded, one out, and Yunel Escobar. A chance here to do some damage. Red Sox holding on to a 1-0 advantage. Escobar has grounded back to the mound and walked. On the dirt, Victor Martinez sliding to his left.
Lester tries to snap off that curveball. Martinez sliding to his left to block it. It's a nice job keeping that ball in front of him.
Escobar 4 for 15 this year in this category, including a grand slam. As he chops one softly towards third, Navarro's going to come home with it for the out. Force out at the plate. His progress was taking him in that direction, and Victor tags the plate for the out.
Yeah, it was no other place to go but home. It was almost tailor-made to come home with. Navarro has to charge at the plays in front of him. Plenty of time to get the force out at home plate. And that keeps Toronto off the scoreboard.
So bases loaded, two down, and here's Jose Bautista, his second at bat with the bases loaded. And he grounded into a fielder's choice in the third inning, and his first chance with them loaded. Outside for ball one, 96 on the fastball that time from Lester, but off the mark. Around the corner this time, and it's 1-1. He's just 1 for 7 this season with the bases loaded is Bautista. As he bats here with two down, and the Blue Jays with another chance. They left him loaded in the third. Down and in, and it's 2-1. On deck is Vernon Wells here in the top half of the fifth inning. Bautista chops it down third base line. Navarro will just tag the bag. And again, Bautista's grounded out with the bases loaded. 1-0 Red Sox halfway through this one. Eastern Bank. For each Red Sox win this month, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will donate $500 to the Boys and Girls Club of Plymouth. A tight one today from Fenway Park. It's on to the bottom of the 5th inning we go. And it's Jed Lowry, Bill Hall, and Daniel Nava to bat here against Sean Markham. Lowry doesn't go on the first pitch. Flied out to right field in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1. Markham has been pitching well lately. He's 2-1 in his last 6 starts with a 2.63 ERA in the last 6 starts. Opponents only hitting a 2.03 against him, and he struck out to just over 7 per 9 innings in those starts. There's a liner that's going to dunk in for a base hit. One of Mike McCoy in left. And a good start to the 5th inning for the Red Sox. Jed Lowry's aboard.
Lowry now with a 5-game hitting streak as he gets the change up from Markham. That ball's down and away, and Lowry goes with it to the opposite field, drops it in front of McCoy.
First time today the Red Sox have had the lead runner on. Markham to the stretch to deal with Bill Hall, who grounded back to the mound in the 2nd inning. Of course, Sean Markham undergoing Tommy John surgery in September of 08, missing all of 09. And this year 12-7 as he comes into this 29th start of the year. And the Blue Jays right-hander pitches away to Hall for ball 1. Toss to first, back in time is Lowry. Lowry just the 3rd base runner of the day for Boston. Swing and a miss for Hall, and it's 1-1. Snapped an 0 for 19 skid with his 6th inning single. And the final game of the series against Seattle did Bill Hall. He was 1 for 4 in this series against the Toronto Blue Jays. He wanted time, and I think got it. Very, very late.
Boy, yeah, very late, and I think just barely got time for Gibson, the home plate umpire. Watch the left hand go up.
And that pitch is on its way.
And it was a strike, too.
So 1-1 count. And Hall with a foul tip into the catcher's mitt for strike 2. Markham, who took a no-hitter into the 7th inning earlier this season, becoming the first pitcher to take a no-hitter into the 7th inning on opening day since Brian Moeller did it. The Tigers against the Rangers back in '99. The middle, into center field, a base hit for Hall. Lowry will stop at second as Wells gets to it in shallow center. And the first 2 have reached for the Red Sox here in the 5th on base hits.
That's the first single that Bill Hall has ever had against Markham. He came into the game 3 for 4 against Markham. All 3 hits had been home runs. This time, ground ball up the middle for the base hit.
Two on, nobody out. And Daniel Nava, the batter.
Flied out to center field in the third inning. 0 for 1. First time the Red Sox have been able to piece together back-to-back hits off Markham. Works here in the fifth. This is his 60th pitch. And it's ball 1 to Nava. And Michael Navarro waits on deck. He operates out of the number 9 spot today. It's up high, 2-0. Good numbers as in this situation. For Daniel Nava, he's got Lowry at second, Hall at first, and nobody out. There's a strike as it looked like Buck brought that back down again into the strike zone. 2-1.
Yeah, it looks like Buck might have stole one right here for his pitcher as he catches it, brings it down to the top of the strike zone, and gets the call.
Field line, a fair ball, jumps up into the seats. It'll be a ground rule double. 1 run will score, and the Red Sox lead it 2-0. Daniel Nava picks up his 23rd RBI of the year. The Red Sox lead it 2-0.
Well, Nava gets a changeup right there that stays inside. That ball's supposed to be away. It stays down and in, and Nava hits it into the stands for the ground rule double. So the Red Sox starting to get to Markham here in the 5th inning.
Safe at second. Safe and secure. New York Life.
To the organ.
Second and third, nobody out. And Michael Navarro, a chance to do more damage here in the 5th. As he takes ball 1. Navarro flied out to the left fielder Mike McCoy in the 3rd inning. Nice running, diving catch on the line. This is through the left side into left field, a base hit. Hall will score from third as it gets through McCoy. Here comes Nava. He'll score 2, and the Red Sox lead it 4-0. So it gets through the left side, and then it gets through the left fielder.
Allen is rushed in the outfield. Mike McCoy lets that ball get by him. The base hit here by third base by Navarro. And the charge putting on by McCoy in the outfield, except he will not come up with it. Deflects off his glove. He has to track it down. Another run for the Red Sox.
So a single, an error, and 1 RBI for Yamaiko Navarro. As the Red Sox have scored 3 times here in the 5th and have a 4-0 lead. So Bruce Walton to the phone as the pen starts to move around as the top of the order, Ryan Kalish, gets zipped inside. Left-hander up, Brad Mills. First action we've seen today in the pen. First trouble that Markham has really run into. In again, and it's 2-0. Markham have given up 2 hits through the first 4 innings, both to Victor Martinez, the infield hit in the first inning, and a solo home run down the line and right in the 4th. But he's given up 4 consecutive hits here in the 5th. falling behind Kalish, 3-0.
Markham really upset with himself as you can see him back off that mound.
Kalish taking on the 3-0 pitch, and he takes strike one. On deck is J.D. Drew. Red Sox batting here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3 runs already in. Boston on top 4-0. Pitch number 70 for Sean Markham. And it's a fly ball to the left. Mike McCoy over and back now to make the catch. Bluffing to tag at second base, and retreating is Navarro. 1 out here in the 5th. Tonight at 10, catch an all-new episode of Pocket Money, presented in part by Miller Lite. It's our second season of more money, more Fitzy, and more man love for Tom Brady. Test your sports knowledge now at Nesson.com/pocketmoney.
Won't be a lot of man love for Tom Brady down in the Meadowlands this afternoon.
One out here in the 5th inning. J.D. Drew, 0 for 2. And again, a pitch in. Markham was able to strike out Drew in the 1st inning. Got him to line out to short in the 4th. Vidal Escobar had been positioned perfectly in the 4th inning on a line drive that he picked. Drew turns on this, but sends it foul. And the right field line out of play. Michael Navarro at second base with 1 out in the inning. Drew hits a high fly ball to deep right. Batista going back at the wall. That ball is gone. J.D. Drew hits a 2-run shot, his 19th of the year, and the Red Sox lead at 6-0.
Drew turns around a fastball from Markham at about 87 miles an hour and hooks it over that Red Sox bullpen.
$15 of the 19 off right-handed pitching. And his 10th career home run against Toronto. Victor Martinez 2 for 2 today as he takes ball 1. So that's the second home run allowed by Markham today. He gave up a home run to Victor in the 4th inning, and now J.D. Drew with a 2-run shot here in the 5th. And for Markham now 24 home runs allowed. It has been a 5-run 5th inning off the Toronto starter. Martinez pops it up in the infield. Escobar, the shortstop, makes the catch on the right side of the infield for out number 2. Tonight at 11, join Jade McCarthy and Yuri Behringer. Nesson Daily, presented by Sunlight Financial. You get complete coverage of the Patriots-Jets game this afternoon in New Jersey. And see how Roush Fenway drivers fared today in Loudon. It's all coming up tonight on Nesson Daily. Send our best to Greg Biffle, who joined us last night in the booth, getting ready for Loudon today in New Hampshire. David Ortiz bats with 2 outs and the base is empty. Eighth batter of the inning for the Red Sox. Markham has not thrown a first pitch strike to any of them. It evens the count here, 1-1. Markham's been able to get Ortiz to strike out. That was in the first inning. And then David grounded out to second base in the fourth. So an 0 for 2 day for the Red Sox DH. 2-2.
Now Markham's had a pretty good changeup all afternoon. A lot of the Red Sox damage has been done on fastballs.
Ball 3, full count. Ortiz lines to the third baseman. Edwin Encarnacion with a shift on to end the inning, but a 5-run fifth inning. Red Sox lead at 6-0. If you think Uno is only great deep dish pizza, think again. Think comforting like slow-cooked short ribs of beef. Think Uno, way deeper than pizza. Top half of the sixth inning back at Fenway Park. John Lester's got a 6-0 lead now to work with as Vernon Wells leads it off in the sixth. Red Sox scoring 5 times in the fifth inning. Lester with a 21-minute wait. Well, his team was putting together the 5 runs. As Wells takes a strike, and it's 1-1. It's not been a huge strikeout day so far for Lester. 3 Ks through the first 5 innings. He's walked as many as he's struck out so far today. Fly ball to right field. Drew coming in. And JD will make the catch for the first out of the 6th inning.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you covet, it's how you treated. And you mentioned the 3 strikeouts. Lyle Overbay on a cut fastball, a breaking ball there to John Buck, and a breaking ball to Aaron Sebia.
Lester has 1 out in the 6th inning. Lyle Overbay the batter. Overbay struck out swinging in the 2nd inning and grounded out to third base in the 4th. And is down 0-2. to right, falling fast. In comes Drew, and he makes a sliding bid, knocks it down, and keeps it in front of him. Very nicely done. Wasn't going to make the catch, but wasn't going to let it get by him either. And Overbay's on with a one-out single.
Lyle Overbay's had a nice series here for the Toronto Blue Jays. It's a nice effort by J.D. Drew. Goes into the slide and just kind of pushes the ball forward so it doesn't get by him. Leaves Overbay at first base with the single.
Overbay's had a nice season series this year, hitting at .306 against Boston on the season. He's at first with one out, and there's John Buck. Buck struck out in the second inning and lined out to short in the fourth, 0 for 2. Finally getting to Sean Markham. He'd allowed more than 3 runs in only 6 of his 28 starts. And today giving up 6 runs through the first 5 innings, 5 of them coming in the 5th. It's a fly ball headed out to center. Kalish backpedaling to make the catch for the second out of the 6th inning. Back to first goes Overbay, 2 down. Well, the Monster seats here at Fenway Park are maybe the best seats in all of baseball. And now you have a chance of winning Monster seats with Monster Money. It's the Red Sox instant game from the Mass State Lottery. And there are instant prizes up to $3 million as well. Visit masslottery.com now. Edwin Encarnacion hits a fly ball to center field. Ryan Kalish out there again. And he handles the final 2 putouts of the 6th inning. We play 5.5, 6-0 Red Sox. What do you think, Jerry? Not bad.
What did that say?
I'm not sure what it said. I was more focusing on the picture, but what does it say?
That's a great mustache. You're much taller in person.
You look much younger there. I think I like that. Flowing hair.
I think we got Bahamas on there, too.
I do, too. They look like our spring training shirts for next year. Some people from the center field area that are in the batter's eye. And 2-0 pitch in there for strike, and it's 2-1. Oh, to left, and this is quickly by the left fielder McCoy into the wall. Lowell will hold with a single to begin things here in the 6th inning.
Well, Markham very sharp through the first 3 innings today, but the Red Sox are getting to him in the 4th, 5th, and now in the 6th. Lowell starts it off with a hard line drive to the wall. Mike stopping at first base as McCoy gets it back in.
So lead runner on here for the Red Sox for the 2nd straight inning. Jed Lowry, the batter. Lowry with a single last inning, part of the 5-run attack for the Red Sox in the 5th. It's a fly ball to right field. Batista makes his way in and makes the catch for the first down in the bottom of the 6th inning. Well, before the game, Tim Wakefield, the 2010 nominee for the Roberto Clemente Award, honored here in a pregame ceremony. Fans can help Tim Wakefield win the National Roberto Clemente Award by voting online at www.chevy.com/Clemente. And that voting goes on until October the 8th. And we really hope that Tim Wakefield can win that on behalf of Major League Baseball. Wakefield, who does such tremendous work off the field and has since he has been a member of the Red Sox since 1995. And reading up on the Red Sox notes, Bill Hall bats with 1 out, 1 on.
Got to do something to pass the time out there, right?
Yes. This one fouled off, and it's 0-2. Seems to be getting darker here at Fenway Park.
There's some clouds moving in. I think they're expecting a few light showers later on today. Should not affect the ball game, I hope. But it's gone from nice, bright, sunny afternoon to slightly overcast right now.
Hall lines this down the left field line. It will be a foul ball. Finding what little ground there is down there in the left field corner. Hall broke the bat on the liner.
Not much foul territory, as you know, and bouncing off that wall down there in the left field corner, just prior before the garage door.
Look at Markham's line, 5 1/3 deep. 6 runs, 5 of them coming last inning. Hasn't walked anybody, struck out 3, and he's about to throw his 90th pitch. Lowell with a short lead at first base, held on by Overbay. It's outside, ball 1, 1-2.
Tomorrow's a big day here at Fenway, and especially on Nesson, 5:30 Monster Monday. Monticello first out of the chute in that show. Don't want to miss that. Tune in about 5:34, somewhere in that area. Actually, tune in at 5:30, but it'll be right off the top.
Fly ball to left field. McCoy going back at the wall. That ball is high off the wall. Roll to third base. The throw to second is not going to be in time. Doesn't go there. It's cut off, and Hall stands at second base with a wall ball double. Second and third, 1 out.
Now, Bill Hall just wears out Sean Markham. I mean, he was 3 for 4 with 3 home runs coming into the game, 2 for 3 today, a single and now a double. He gets a slider that's down. I think Hall thought that might have been out of here. But it's about halfway up that left field wall, and out comes Cito Gaston.
Well, safe at second.
Through the organ.
Safe and secure. New York Life. Well, Markham, who really kind of lost it in the 5th inning. More trouble in the 6th in the end of the day with the Red Sox on top 6-0. Revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. It is 6-0. The Red Sox on top of the Jays. One out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. And with one out in the 6th inning, left-hander Brad Mills into the game. His 5th appearance, 1-0 with a 5.89 earned run average. 18 1/3 innings. The opponent sitting at 250 against Mills. 16 Ks in 18 1/3. Right-handers are only hitting at 190 against Mills this season. Recalled from AAA Las Vegas on the 9th of September. Daniel Nava takes strike one.
Infield pulled in for the Blue Jays with runners at 2nd and 3rd and already a 6-0 deficit.
To short, and Escobar looks the runners back and fires across to first. So the infield in works here, and there's 2 down in the inning. The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer, the New England Sports Network. Extra base hits with 4 today. The Red Sox have 549. The Blue Jays are on top at 552. And the Yankees, Twins, and Rays. And it appears that 4 of those teams will be headed to the postseason as John Buck steps out, and they will intentionally walk Yamaiko Navarro to load the bases with Ryan Kalish coming up. The intentional walk is wrapped up.
You watch Cito Gaston, you would never know if he was 10 runs ahead or 10 runs behind. Very calm. Great guy.
Some wonder if this will be the end of his tenure in Toronto at the end of this year. Or he'll continue with the Jays beyond this season. Bases loaded, 2 down for Kalish. And a pitch up high for ball 1. The Jays at 75 and 73 heading into today's action. 2 games over 500. It's a high ball 2-0. And 212 at the major league level against left-handed pitching, but 389 in Pawtucket this season for Ryan Kalish. Batting with the bases loaded, 2 down. Bounce it foul beyond the Red Sox dugout. Yankees today have a 3-1 lead over the Orioles in the 6th inning. Angels are beating Tampa Bay today 4-1. Scott Kazmir is scheduled to pitch here today for Los Angeles against his old team. And in the 5th at the Trop, as the world's longest homestand continues for the Rays.
They're going to be going on this road for the rest of the season.
This is line foul down towards the tarp.
A lot happening down here in this corner. Look out.
Wow.
Whoa. Took the rug right off. If you had one of those bad rugs.
I don't think he does, though. I think it was just a hat.
I know, but if it was a bad rug, that would have went too.
2-2 is shot to first base. They'll need Mills, and he's over to make the play that ends the inning. 6-0 Red Sox. Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. 7th inning from Fenway Park. Cloud-covered Fenway. It is a 6-0 Red Sox lead. And John Lester pitching into the 7th inning. J.P. Arancibia leading it off. John McDonald and Mike McCoy expected in the inning. Fly ball to center field. Kalish going back onto the track to make the catch. Rather nonchalant right in front of the wall. as he makes the grab out there for the first out of the 7th.
Tomorrow after Monster Monday, it's Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe Red Sox Game Day Live with TC and Peter Gammons. Peter takes a look at Buck Showalter and the new look Orioles. Tune in for that and much more tomorrow night at 6 only on NESN.
One out here in the 7th inning. John McDonald's been 2 for 2 against John Lester as he takes strike 1. The pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 6 1/3 deep, 4 hits, no runs. 3 walks, 3 Ks. And a grounder foul. It's 0-2. In the dirt and blocked by Victor Martinez. 1-2. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 11th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout. Special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts.
They wear those nice shirts too.
Reminds you of spring training.
Even that might be better than what we got. You know?
Good
NESN on it.
2-2 to McDonald. Swing and a miss. He elevates at 92 and he strikes out McDonald. 4th K for Lester. 2 down.
I remember one year we went down to spring training and we had these NESN shirts. I don't know where they got them. There's the fastball there by Lester getting the strikeout. These you would just put them on and you would sweat.
Yep.
And you'd go on camera and you'd be pitted out. It was that kind of material that just made you sweat.
There was no air getting in anywhere.
It was unbelievable.
It was my first season.
Oh, did you wear them?
Yes, I did. Yes.
They were terrible.
I won't say what year because it may give away what, but yeah, first season.
Oh my God, were those awful.
Because I remember being in Port Charlotte in that booth, as hot as that booth is.
Yeah, yep.
And the Texas Rangers used to be in Port Charlotte. The Rays are there now. So 1-1 pitch. He is in there for strike 2, 1-2. Scott Atchison is warming up in the Red Sox pen. Lester just up over 100 pitches. Top foul at the dish. Do it again, 1-2. The other thing we got to work on in the offseason is finding really good wigs to begin that spring training.
Well, we kid a lot because both of us, really could use a rug.
Or plugs.
Or plugs or something, But we went by a place in Seattle that sells rugs. And unfortunately, it was late at night. But if we could find cheap enough rugs, it'd be good to slap on for an open once.
I think those were kind of pricey. It looked like an expensive rug place.
I don't know.
You don't want to spend a lot of money on a rug.
I don't think they were expensive rugs because usually when you see them, as we look at another pitch, when you see them generally on a mannequin's head,
right?
They're not really. I don't think they're expensive rugs. I really don't.
They're more than you think. This one is fouled off to the right.
I think Pink Grenier was in the car with us that night too.
Yeah. I want something really fluffy.
You want flowing. You want to be able to take it from here and
flowing and lots of hair. So we'll see what we can do. There's a wig company out in New England that could help us out. There's ball 4. And McCoy down to first base with 2 outs. It's time for a game break. And Tom Caron. TC? Okay, Tom, thanks very much. As the Red Sox have a 6-0 advantage, 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Mike McCoy with the 2-out walk. It is the 4th walk given up by John Lester in his outing. And there's Yunel Escobar. Lester falling behind 2-0, and this will bring Martinez out. I'll remind you to connect with your fellow Sox fans in the NESN.com live game blog. Follow the action and join the discussion now at NESN.com/Red Sox. Two down, McCoy at first base, and Yunel Escobar batting here with the count of 2-0. Back 2-1. Lester in his last outing going 8 innings, giving up 1 run at Seattle. 112 pitches in that outing. Here he is at 109. And working here in the 7th with 2 outs. In there for strike 2, 2-2. On deck is Jose Bautista. 20th pitch of the 7th inning for Lester as Escobar gets time. Frame by Martinez, full count.
This will probably be the last inning for John Lester. That pitch count up to 111. Atchison continues to throw in the Red Sox bullpen.
Chopped up the middle. Hall ranges. Got to go to first with it, and the out that ends the top of the 7th inning. The 7th inning stretch. Red Sox lead it 6-0. Just like the Red Sox are the local hometown favorite baseball team, Dunkin' Donuts is the hometown favorite for coffee. Dunkin' Donuts would like to recognize the hometown favorite fan of the game, going above and beyond, just like Dunkin'. With 60 years of coffee greatness, Dunkin' Donuts is number one for iced coffee. And as always, we thank Dunkin' Donuts for dropping off refreshments in the booth today for the final game of this three-game series between the Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Our old friend Shayna Jubert is here at the ballpark today. Intern with Nesson a couple of years back. And enjoying Red Sox baseball and a 6-0 Red Sox advantage today as we head to the last half of the seventh. J.D. True, Victor Martinez, and David Ortiz. True with a home run in the fifth inning. True with his 19th home run back in the fifth inning. It was a 2-run shot. Brad Mills, who's able to get the final 2 outs of the sixth innings, back out there for the seventh. And it is Drew, Martinez, and Ortiz. J.D. Drew looking for his fifth 20-home run season as the Red Sox play their 149th game of the year. If he get to 20, it'll be the second time he's done it in a Red Sox uniform. In there for strike one, and it's 2-1. Drew today individually playing in his 129th game. One pitch missing, 3-1. Fly ball to left field. Mike McCoy is out there shy of the track to make the catch for the first out of the seventh inning.
Coming up after the game, it's WB Mason Extra Innings Live with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll break down this afternoon's action and bring you post-game reaction from John Luster and Terry Francona. That and much more after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
So one out here in the seventh inning. Victor Martinez, a single in the first, a home run in the fourth. Popped out to shortstop in the fifth, 2 for 3. And the home run, he is 18th of the year. Fouls it off to the right, now to play, 1-1. Sean Markham, 5 1/3, 9 hits. He's touched for 6 runs in his start. No walks and 3 strikeouts. Brad Mills first out of the pen for Toronto. Markham had pitched very well through the first 4 innings, giving up just the 1 run on 2 hits. In the fifth, the Red Sox got to him for 5 runs. Gave up 4 consecutive hits to begin the fifth. Pitch in there for a high strike, and it's 1-2. Red Sox have gone 11-6 this year against the Toronto Blue Jays in the season series. Fouled off and it hangs at 1-2. David Ortiz waits on deck, 1 out in the 7th. Well, the home run victor now has 18 RBIs in the month of September. Laced foul back into the seats.
Wow. Looks like the ball caught her. She's got the souvenir, that's for sure. Very surprised.
Popped up. Foul ground. John Buck discards the mask. Down comes Encarnacion, but it's Buck. Makes the grab for the second out of the 7th inning. Time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow the Red Sox welcome the Baltimore Orioles to Fenway for the 3rd and final time this season. Ryan Mattis gets the ball for the Orioles. He's 4-0 with a 1.93 ERA in his last 5 starts. He did leave his last start after just 1 inning due to injury. As Matsuzaka gets the start for Boston, he's 1-2 in his last 6 starts. Pitch into Big Papi with 2 outs here in the 7th inning. One is missing inside, 2-1. Ortiz struck out in the 1st. He grounded out in the 4th. Lined out in the 5th. He's not a hit today of the 9 the Red Sox have collected. So fouled straight back, 2-2.
Now David Ortiz still with an outside chance to get to that 100 RBI mark. 92 coming into the game today. He's got the 30 home runs.
David with 37 career home runs against the Blue Jays. 6th all time. Harold Baines and Rafael Palmeiro are next at 38 home runs. Fly ball to shallow left center. McCoy coming from left field is there, and he makes the catch. The Red Sox are down in order in the 7th. We played 7. 6-0 Red Sox. Atchison making his way in. big fifth inning for the Red Sox, scoring 5 times, and it included J.D. Drew's 2-run home run, his 19th home run of the year. RBI 63 and 64. The Red Sox get 7 very strong innings, 7 shutout innings from John Lester. He walks 4, strikes out 4, and has a chance for his 18th win of the year as he departs after 7 innings today. And it's on to the 8th inning we go. The Red Sox on top 6-0. And the new pitcher into the game is Scott Atchison. His 38th appearance of the year, 2-2, 3.56 earned run average. And it's sitting at 233 against Atchison. Jose Bautista leading it off and fouling it off down the right field line. Red Sox made a defensive change. J.D. Drew coming out of the game. Josh Reddick is now in right field. Bautista 0-for-3 today. The pitch had a jumping back, and it misses inside 1-2. Bautista, Wells, and Overbay to bat here in the 8th. Right-hander up in the pen for the Jays. Taylor Buchholz, a right-hander. Handoff waivers from the Rockies as this one is in the air to right field. Reddick in a few steps and over to make the catch for the first out of the 8th. Let's check in with Heidi.
Well done. Jose Bautista hit his major league leading 49th home run of the season last night, a franchise record for the Blue Jays. And Terry Francona was asked today what he's seen from Bautista that's led to this power surge this season.
He's changed his stance a little bit. He's gotten off the plate a little bit, but he gets his front foot down in time. I mean, he takes so many ferocious swings, and if you leave something that he can handle, I mean, we've seen him hit. Beckett threw him a fastball up in Toronto that looked like it was going to hit his belt buckle. He kind of dropped his hands and hit it a long way and kept it fair. Then, last night he threw him a breaking ball that he didn't locate, but he just is so dangerous.
And Bautista worked with George Bell, who was the former Jays single-season home run leader during last offseason down in the Dominican. Bell held the previous mark with 47 home runs in 1987. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. It has truly been remarkable to see what Jose Bautista has been able to do this year with 49 home runs. Not done yet. He's been quieted today by Red Sox pitching. 0-for-4 in the game. 1 out, 1 on for Lyle Overbay. A swing and a miss.
Yeah, he looks so dangerous every time he comes up to the plate. He's just like it's a home run waiting to happen.
Explain that front foot thing that Terry Francona was talking about.
Well, you notice the leg kick that he has in his front foot where he kicks it up pretty high. Manny used to do that, and sometimes Manny get thrown out of whack once in a while when he didn't get that foot back down in time. That's what they're talking about. The balance, the weight shift balance as you kind of kick back and then get that front foot down before you make contact. And it's all timing, and I guess it's probably helped Bautista stay back a little bit longer and be able to drive the ball more. Watch the front leg, how he kicks it up, gets it back down on that ground, then contact after that. That's just a perfect swing by Bautista with great timing.
Lyle Overbay strikes out for the second out of the 8th inning. Atchison's first K, 2 down.
Atchison picks up the second out of the inning. Overbay, a tough out in this series. Kind of a half-hearted swing on that ball down in the dirt.
Two down in the 8th. Wells at first base, and John Buck, the batter. 0-for-3 today. Okay, struck out, lined out, flied out. On the corner, and it's 0-2. from Atchison, 1-2. Scott Atchison into the game after Lester went the first 7. His last 4 appearances, 6 2/3. He's not giving up a run as this pitch misses inside, 2-2.
Looked like a pretty good pitch. That was that cut fastball that Atchison throws inside to right-handers. They kind of give up on it, and sometimes it picks up the inside corner. Just missed the corner that time.
On the ground is short. Lowry will go to second base for the out. That ends the top of the inning. 7.5 done. Red Sox on top, 6-0. 6-0 Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. We head to the last half of the 8th inning, and the third pitcher of the day for the Toronto Blue Jays is Taylor Buchholz, who missed all of last year with Tommy John surgery and was claimed off waivers by the Blue Jays from the Colorado Rockies. With the Rockies, he had made 7 appearances, 1-0 with a 4.50 earned run average. He was on the roster back in 2007 with the Rockies when the Red Sox and Rockies had met in the World Series. The last name may be the same, but no relation to Clay Buchholz, as Taylor Buchholz deals with Mike Roll to start this last half of the 8th inning. Fly ball to center field. Vernon Wells in and over. So's McCoy, and Wells calls him off and steps in front to make the catch.
After the game today, it's Granite City Electric Red Sox final with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll bring you updates from the afternoon matchups around the league, plus the final word from Fenway Park. Don't miss it after the game, only on NESN.
One out here in the 8th. And Jed Lowry, the batter, 1-for-3 in the game. He singled in the 5th inning, came around to score. Robert Cuello is up in the pen for the Red Sox. Down the left field line. It is bending. Foul. With that corner down there.
And we've seen more of those today than sometimes you see in a week. Foul balls down that left field line where there's not much room at all. That guy we just saw looked like the guy that gives away the money, Fitzy.
You think?
Did he?
I don't know. I have to get another look at him. I don't think so. I don't think Fitzy has any facial hair.
Okay.
It's a ground ball right side. McDonald will flip to first for the second out of the 8th inning, and there's 2 down. Double barrel action. Josh Renicky and Casey Jansen for the Blue Jays, as Taylor Buchholz has the first 2 outs of the 8th. Bill Hall, the batter. I think one of those foul balls down in the corner you were talking about that was ruled foul earlier in the game. 2 hits. Single and a double off Sean Markham. It's also grounded out. High fly ball, foul down the left field line, out of play.
Did she make that catch too?
I think she did.
Wow. Some good plays in the stands today.
Ball fouled off, and it's 0-2.
One more look down that left field line, see if we can see the catch. Wow. These people are doing it without gloves.
2 pitch to Bill Hall with 2 outs here in the 8th. It's up high, 1-2. Sean Markham today, 5 1/3, giving up the 6 runs the Red Sox have. He's on the hook. Came in at 12-7. Brad Mills, an inning and 2/3 of relief. He walked 1 batter. That was intentional. Didn't give up any hits, nor did he have any strikeouts. And Taylor Buchholz has the first 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. A 1-2 pitch to Bill Hall. Breaking ball hit on the ground at third, and Encarnacion across the diamond in time to end the 8th inning. We head for the 9th with the Red Sox on top 6-0. by Eastern Bank, awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region by J.D. Power and Associates. Ninth inning from Fenway Park. Red Sox on top 6-0. Changes for the Red Sox as we play along to the ninth inning. Mike Bowles' day is done. Lars Anderson taking over defensively at first base for Boston. And the new pitcher for the Red Sox is Robert Cuello. His fourth appearance. No record, 8.10 earned run average. Opponent sitting at 286 against Cuello. Comes in for Scott Atchison, who worked 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and had a strikeout. Cuello had 2 strikeouts in 2 scoreless innings pitched at Oakland as part of the last road trip. Then it's strike 1 to Edwin Encarnacion to begin the ninth inning. Cuello was called up to the Red Sox on the 5th of September. There's a pop-up in the infield. Lowry and Navarro both want it, but Lowry steps ahead of him and makes the catch for the first out.
Seniority. Lowry's got seniority. That's why you take that. Infield's beg for pop-ups. Look at that put-out list.
Do you look at your put-out list at the end of the year? Is that a
no.
you would look at?
No, I never did. Some guys do. Some guys look at everything. Yeah.
I would think hits would be a big thing in average.
Yeah.
TP Arancibia struck out, walked, flat out to center, swing and a miss here. He's down 0-2. Dustin Richardson, left-hander. Jonathan Papelbon warming in case. A reminder to stay with us after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Complete post-game coverage coming up. Recap this one. Final game in the 3-game series as Arancibia is down on strikes. Cuello strikes him out. 2 down in the ninth.
A couple of quick outs here for Cuello here in the ninth inning. The pop-up, now the strikeout on a fastball up and in.
So 2 down here in the ninth, and John McDonald, the batter. 2 hits today, both against John Lester. Single to left, single in the infield, and then struck out in the 7th. Well, tomorrow at 5:30, join TC and Peter Gammons for 30 extra minutes of coverage before the Red Sox host the Orioles at Fenway Park. It's Red Sox Monster Monday, presented by BMW Peabody. Live at 5:30 from Yawkey Way. Cuello ready with an 0-2 pitch. Up high and inside, 1-2. McDonald hits a looper. Lars Anderson back to make the catch that ends the game. Red Sox salvage the final game of this 3-game series against the Toronto Blue Jays as they blanked the Jays today 6-0. And John Lester is able to get his 18th win, and another dominant performance today for Lester. 7 shutout innings today.
Well, it was. It wasn't not one of those big strikeout games for John Lester today, but picks up number 18 on the season. Boy, it'd be awfully nice to see him pick up those 20 wins. He's got a couple of more starts. It's quite possible he can do that. Offensively, J.D. Drew, Victor Martinez doing the job for the Red Sox, so they salvage 1 so far in this homestand.
6-0 Red Sox win it. We're back with more from Fenway after this.